Here is exactly how my model performed this week with no filters, no cherry picking, just pure result. So, as you can see from the spreadsheet in front of me, we had 18 bets this week with a total of 22.75% staked. Out of those 18 bets across the weekend from Friday to Monday, we had 11 winners and 7 losers. So it started off on the Friday with two games, Madrid versus Girona and Marseille versus Metz. As you would have seen on the channel within the week, we shared a breakdown on the value for the under 2.5 goals in the Madrid Girona game. And this did actually come in. It finished 1-1. So our first bet of the week, we were off to a flyer. It was an elite edge, so a 1.5 unit stake at odds of 3. And the return was £450, so a profit of 3 units. So very nice start to the weekend. As you can see from the spreadsheet here, we are also tracking CLV. So what CLV is, it's closing line value. So we input into the sheet our odds that the market closed at, as well as our obviously odds that we took the bet at. And then we do a simple calculation, which then shows if we beat the market's closing price. So as you can see here with the Madrid game, we got on odds at 3 and the market actually closed at 3.75. So if we would have waited and took the bet towards kickoff, we would have got better odds, which then meant that we would have got more return from our stake. However, due to the simplicity and the fact that this model has only kind of really been created within the group and the community, we're taking every bet at face value when the value is there. And over time, we will be able to break down kind of when the best time or best day is to take each bet based on their market or their league or even teams playing in that fixture. So if you do want to get a better understanding of closing line value and how we're going to differentiate when we take certain bets, or what markets we are leaning more towards taking closer to kickoff or taking further away, then the link for the group will be in the description down below. If you are interested in kind of just value betting and less guessing when you do bet, and you want a more structured, disciplined approach to betting, then that would be a great fit for you. So as you can see at the top here, we've got our breakdown from all of the bets that we have staked. And I have got obviously the week before that you would have seen as well on YouTube. I believe for this first slate, we were down 5.56 points in profit. And we've now clawed this back to minus 1.08. So this weekend, we had a better weekend with those 11 winners, giving us 4.49% profit. So straight away, again, very good. There were some tight games in there. The Barcelona game that I mentioned with Real Madrid, this ended 4-1. Barca just got 2 early goals and they were just too much for Espanyol. Again, there were a couple close unders that went right down to the wire. Crystal Palace, Newcastle 1-0 up. Palace score in the 80th minute and they get a late penalty in stoppage time to kill that over. Chelsea City was looking good, 0-0 at half time. And then Man City just turned it on in the second half, getting 3 goals within 15, 16 minutes. So again, variance, yes, in week 1. Again, variance at the beginning of the second slate. We won 6 bets in a row here. And then you could argue again, variance hitting a little bit on the first few fixtures on the Sunday. But that is to be expected with a model like this. It's really important, though, that we are just taking positive EV positions based on the model. And as you can see here, every bet is above 10% EV. Our average EV is 21.44%. And our average CLV currently is 2.21%. But the further we get into the model, the more we will be able to refine our CLV and hopefully make this figure higher just by understanding the betting markets better and also, just the consumer betting habits as well. This wasn't a bad week at all. Very good week. Very happy with how the model turned out. but the process will stay the same regardless. So if it was to be another bad week, we wouldn't change anything. We'd keep it the same, and we'd just put it down to variance. But like I said, good week. I've already ran the upcoming weekend's fixtures, and I believe there's currently 11 or 12 bets that are of positive EV. So I will be taking a look at those, sharing those in the group. Like I said, will be linked down below in the description. But yeah, positive week, better than last week. But again, this is why we focus on the process over the outcome. And like I said, if you do want full breakdowns of the bets each week, it's all inside the X17 Academy, and that can be found down below in the description. If you have enjoyed the video, guys, and you do want more betting insights and betting tips, then drop me a subscribe, drop me a comment, and I'll be able to help out as much as I can.